So first of all, before I start this video, I must apologize to you guys for how late this video is in uploading it and sharing it with you guys, because, you know, the subject matter of today's video is what I basically bought myself for Christmas / the last few luxury items that I bought in 2020. They're basically late presents to myself that I bought before the new year that I want to show you guys, because I think with spring and summer emerging on the horizon, hopefully with less lockdown restrictions by that point, bought a few things in lieu of that. And there's 3 items in this little mini haul. 2 of them are dresses, which may seem to go counterintuitively to what I've been talking about, you know, in this video and also previous videos around like being practical and stuff like that. I think I'm allowed dresses. I think I'm allowed some dresses, okay? But we have 2 dresses and then we have 1 pair of shoes. And I've been wanting this particular pair of shoes for a very long time. I've never vocalized it, but I've always wanted them. And then I finally saw them in the perfect colorway that I wanted, in the perfect style. So anyways, I'll talk about the clothing items first. I will talk about the dresses, and they're both from my favorite dress brand of all time. They're very popular, so I'm sure they're probably your favorite too. And that is Zimmermann. The first dress that I'm going to show you, I mean, there's only 2, so the first dress of 2, but it is this beautiful Zimmermann, I think it's like the safari, I think it's called the safari print shift dress, and it's got a beautiful tie detail here. Oh, there's a hair, so get rid of that. I think it's probably like a very nice spring summer dress, definitely summer for somewhere hot, hopefully near the equator sometime soon. But I bought this on the Zimmermann website actually, and they've been doing a sale for a very, very long time. Definitely check it out. I'm not sure if this particular dress is on there anymore. When I did buy it, it was low stock or the last one. This usually happens when I buy stuff. But I have seen it on sites like My Teresa. I think even Farfetch have it on sale as well. I managed to nab this on the Zimmermann website, which I'd never bought from before. So I was a little bit sketched about, you know, is it reputable and stuff? Because a lot of Zimmermann items I bought previously on like Net-a-Porter and stuff like that. But it's totally legit. You know, as you can see here, it's the real deal and it's very high quality. I bought it for, I think, £265, and retailing, I think it was about £500 or £550. I mean, Zimmermann dresses are notorious for being like upwards of the hundreds, sometimes even the thousands, depending on which collection or how intricate the dress is. I will never pay full price for them because they invariably always go on sale at some point. And I think this dress, like, although it did come from the spring-summer collection of this year, I do think it's a dress that no one's going to really know which collection it came from, what year it came from as well. It's not like it was from like a H&M collaboration or something where you can distinctly remember where it came from. And I do think it's a very, very summer dress. I think cat eye, white sunglasses, you know, that kind of thing. Boss lady-esque. It looks amazing on. I love how it's quite like corseted almost at the waist. You won't be able to see it, but even if I undo this, like you can see the material hopefully just kind of just naturally cinches in. And it's got, I think it's got pockets. Yeah, it's got 2 big pockets on the side, and I just love the look of like putting your hands in some pockets on the dress. I just think that's great. And it's got a pocket here as well and a pocket here, and I just love, you know, the design has got like little bits of newspaper clippings and it's got logos, but I thought something that's a little bit of fun. And Zimmermann is a tried and trusted brand. I've got a few items now from them. Probably my collection is probably like 5 or 6 dresses and things from them, but I highly recommend. The quality is always impeccable, the fit is amazing, and I think they're really timeless and classic as well. And there's just a really nice intersection of how they're very kind of nomadic and it's kind of like whimsical print dresses, but they're also really fitted and elegant. Like none of the Zimmermann items, even when they've got crazy cutouts, and I've got various dresses with crazy cutouts on them, they always look very classy and elegant, and I really love that. And the second dress, or the last dress rather, because there's only 2, is the one that came in just recently actually, and I think the slip has just dropped. Yeah, it has just dropped out of it, so it has a slip included, and it is this beautiful lace print kind of like midi dress, or maybe it's kind of like maxi because it does go, I think, to my ankle. It is stunning. It honestly, I feel like this dress is just I was saying this to my bestie the other day. I feel like this is like the perfect registry office dress. I really don't want to jinx myself here by saying things like that. But I also think it's like the perfect beach dress. Oh, can you imagine walking along the beach with something like this? It's got seashells on the belt. What else can I say? It's like stunning. And this came with a slip, like I mentioned, it just fell out. And so you wear it on the inside. looks great. It comes up like kind of like a midi length, so above your knee, so you can, this skirt, you know, it does come all the way down, but you can see a silhouette of the slip, and it cuts really nicely on the cleavage here. It's completely button up as well, so you can, you know, kick a leg out, do the Angelina Jolie leg thing. I think you could make it really dressy, or you can make it really, really casual. Put on a big beach hat, big sunglasses, off to the beach we go. Or, you know, like I said, registry office dress. And I didn't even mention where I bought it. I bought it on the Outnet, which I don't think I've ever bought anything on the Outnet before. I've bought things on like Luxe, and I think they're all part of that Net-a-Porter group. So it's basically all of the offcuts that don't get sold or make it onto Net-a-Porter, they all go to like the Outnet and Luxe. And I'm glad for that, because I have seen this on places like Net-a-Porter before. This actually retailed for £995. You see what I mean about this whole Zimmermann price grab thing? Like, they go into the thousands, and I'm not going to pay thousands for a dress that I'll probably wear realistically like twice a year, if that. So it was listed at £465, which you could say is quite a big saving. That's what, like 55% off. Quite good, I guess, considering the big markup anyway. But the Outlet always does really good like first order discount codes, and so I got an extra 15% off. So I got this for £395. And there's a lot of dress, guys. There is a lot of dress. It comes with a slip. I can wear the slip separately, wear it as a nightie, can wear it under other dresses that are a little bit more sheer. I think it's worth it. I mean, it depends. Like, some of you may gasp, but oh, like £400 for a dress that's basically completely like see-through apart from the slip. But it is stunning on, trust me. Oh, I forgot to mention the sizes that I got the dresses in. So both of these are a size 0, which is startling to me personally. I'm not going to lie. A size 0 I think converts to maybe a UK 4 or 6. I hope it's a 6, because I'm definitely not a 4, because that just shows me that sizing is completely bananas out the window. Because I don't know about you, and not to divert on tangent too much, but I feel like sizings, number one, they're so different amongst different designers, but I find number two then, that although the sizes are even different now, they're even more different compared to like 10 years ago, or God forbid 20 years ago, when you get vintage items. Like, a lot of my mum's clothing that she's gotten from like the 80s or 90s, when I put them on, it's like a UK 10, and I can't even squeeze my butt into it, because it's probably the equivalent now of like a UK 4, I guess, or something like that. I mean, sizing's completely whack. So I really took a gamble with these two, because the other Zimmermann items I've gotten, I think, are like a size, what are they, like a size 1? I think the Australian sizing is a little bit odd. It's not like 4, 6, 8 or something like that. This is a size 0, and then they do 1, 2, 3, 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think they even do a double 0, guys. So maybe that's the UK 4. But these actually fit perfectly, and I find the sizing of these 0s, maybe it's the fact that it's the later collections compared to the stuff that I've bought from before, but they actually fit the same as the size 1s that I've gotten. So I don't know if there's any weird sizing stuff that's happening currently with Zimmermann. I guess you just have to take a gamble, and then hopefully the place you're buying from has a good enough returns policy that you can try it on and return it if it doesn't work out for you. But I found, as a UK size 6 basically, with a bigger bust, I find the 0 still works pretty fine. And also, because the cut of the dresses themselves are V-neck, I guess they naturally give a bit more room, whereas if it was completely covered, maybe a different story, maybe be a bit too constricting. So just wanted to point that out. But yeah, 2 beautiful dresses for the summer, which I hope will be a good summer. And then the final item is, of course, the pair of shoes that I mentioned earlier. And this pair of shoes, like I said, oh, this is so exciting, because I just got them in actually today at the time of filming, and I've been waiting so patiently for these because I really want to wear them like ASAP. And this pair is a pair of Stuart Weitzmans. And I know, guys, I'm late to the party. I'm probably like 5 years late at this stage. But it goes to show you, Stuart Weitzman, still around, still coveted shoes. And you'll probably know what type of shoes they are. Because I think there was only 2 real types that I knew that were really, really big. The nudist heel, which I'm not really a heels gal most of the time, especially nowadays, right? Where are we going with those heels? Or the boots, and I have one of their boots right here. And I know they've got like 3 or 4 like definitive boots in their collection: the Highland, the Lowland, is there a Midland? The Midlands. But the one that I have here is, I think, a little bit newer to the range, but definitely keeping in tune with that kind of vibe. And I've wanted this pair, like I mentioned, for many years. I've just never really taken the plunge because I kind of wanted to make a proper justification for buying them since I have so many shoes already. But these are different. And so we have, what's this? A Stuart Weitzman care card, a suede protection care, because their boots basically come in suede. I have a sponge. But anyway, we have here a pair of Stuart Weitzman grey suede boots in the, I think it's the Tieland style. Thai as in Thai, as in not Asian, Thailand. Anyway. Here she is. Stunning. These are actually very, very dark grey. I think they're probably coming up a bit black on camera, but they are like charcoal. I want to say charcoal. And I don't have a pair of grey shoes. Let me just compute and check in my mind that I don't have grey shoes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have grey shoes. And Stuart Weitzman has always been on the radar. Obviously, you've seen it everywhere, probably on the gram. They usually have, I think, the black one or even the lighter grey one I see quite a lot. And they usually, I think, in the Highland style. So I think that heel's a little bit bigger. But I wanted something that was actually practical, walkable, gives me a bit of height. I also don't want to be super tall because the taller you get with these things, it's not like they have platforms. So you just end up I guess it's just like painful as well, just walking around with them. There's just no need. And I want these to be more everyday kind of shoes as well. These were, I think, retailing, they're like £850, which I'm sorry, I'm just not £850 for a pair of boots. You know, I have paid crazy money for things in the past, don't get me wrong, especially shoes, and the Yeezy incident we shan't talk about, but for a pair of boots, like, especially suede as well, which sometimes does scuff easily, so I guess that's where the sponge action comes in. Just something about it, it's just like with the rate of inflation and things like that, and how, you know, your money doesn't go that far these days. I was thinking, like, why would I essentially like waste money on shoes that are almost like £1,000? But of course, your girl doesn't get anything full price, does she? So I saw these on Farfetch. These were, lo and behold, on a 20% off discount. I think they then got reduced to $645, at least for the boutiques that it was showing me online. And then, I think I've mentioned this before in previous videos, again, no means a financial expert, but I saw an American Express offer on my card. It just so happened on the app I saw an offer for Farfetch, and if you spend £600, you get 120 back. So what did your girl go and do? She wanted these boots, she saw them, so you see it, you like it, you want it, you got it. And I got the 120 quid rebate, like basically 2 or 3 days after the order went through, which is amazing. So I got these for like, I think it's like £555. And then I also shopped through Top Cashback. So I think that was like 3% or 4% cashback. Also, something that I almost forgot to mention is the sizing that I got for this pair of boots. Now, I think these run a little bit bigger than your usual size. I'm usually a UK size 4.5 to 5. Usually in heels, I'm a 4.5. For some reason in trainers and things, I'm a 5. But this I got in a size 37.5, so 4.5. I think these were in like European sizes actually, not in like Italian or anything like that, because I know there are some discrepancies there. I did read a lot of reviews online before making that decision. Even the 37.5, so the 4.5s, there's still a little bit of room, and that's kind of what you want. You don't want it to be all the way to the edge with your shoes, because, you know, feet expand in the afternoon, things like that, and just, you know, the movement of your foot in general when you wear the shoes. There is a little bit of a healthy gap, and so I guess for that reason, obviously, I made the right choice with a 4.5. And my feet are a little bit, I guess, like, wider, so they didn't constrict or anything like that. They are the perfect size. But I would also say, anyway, places like Farfetch, Louise V. Aroma, other retailers like Net-a-Porter as well, that, you know, they usually have quite good returns policies, so you wouldn't have really an issue going and switching sizes. Or if you have good cash flow, then you could order both sizes and try them on. But I am rather glad with how this fits, and also how glad, actually, surprisingly, this the top part of the boot, I'm sure there's a technical name for it, but how that fits really nicely around my calves. These are kind of like form-fitting to your leg. You don't know where the jeans end and the shoes begin. And I just kind of like that style because it makes your leg look so slimmed and elongated. And I just think they're also great with dresses. That's why I actually wanted a grey pair of shoes instead of like a basic black pair because I've got, first of all, got a lot of black shoes, but also I think grey is a really good neutral. Preferably I would have gotten a lighter grey, but I also now on hindsight, I do realise that suede can scuff really easily. It just sucks up stains and rain and everything like that just so easily. So a darker colour I think is a little bit more forgiving. So anyways, that is everything that I wanted to show you. Quick and easy haul, as I mentioned. There are more things coming, but yeah, this video would just be too damn long and we all have better stuff to do, I'm sure. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If there's other stuff or other sales that I need to check out, also let me know. I'd love to see. You know, we kind of enable each other here on this channel in a healthy way, because I feel like the stuff that I've gotten is like quite practical, so I want to keep that theme. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. And I'm sorry, I just realized this was in the back the whole time and it's kind of throwing off this whole like trippy kind of symmetrical vibe, which I cannot undo the past. I'm sorry it was there. And the sponge. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will catch you in my next video.